What's up, you guys? I am so excited to be showing you guys another one of my favorite recipes. So tonight I'm making some dinner and I'm chopping up some garlic and sweet yellow onions because they're my favorite to cook with. I'm going to be making some white rice along with some breaded chicken, maybe like an avocado salad and also another salad on the side. So I'm just whipping it up right now. Right now I'm getting ready by just kind of preparing my onions and garlic. I really like to make sure I have enough. I'm going to show you guys how I make my jasmine rice. It just adds so much more flavor and it just works for me. So I'm super excited to show you guys. I just been wanting to show you guys a little bit more cooking because, to be honest, I love making food for myself. I love trying new things, and this is probably one of my favorite meals. I don't get to have it all the time. I do try to have self-control with the fried stuff, but it is one of my favorites. So here's how I make my rice. I'm adding my chopped garlic and onion into the pan, and I'm gonna let this simmer just to make sure the onions and the garlic get translucent. So now I've gathered all my ingredients to make my breaded chicken. I'm just going to marinate my chicken and just make sure that it sits for a little bit. You can season however you like. In this case, I put turmeric, cumin, I put a little salt, pepper, I put a little bit of onion powder, garlic powder, and I did put a little bit of spicy brown mustard. This is so good. Don't judge me, just try it. It is so delicious. All right, you guys, so I let my chicken marinate for a little bit and then I got myself set up. I have my egg. I usually start off with one egg because the majority of the time you don't need that much. You just kind of need to get it coated. So I don't want to waste an egg, so I'm going to start with one. And then I have my breadcrumbs, and then I have my pan where I'm going to put all my chicken that's ready to get fried. And then we have my pot here with my onions, my garlic. I did put a little slab of butter in here. Oh my god, the aroma. You guys, I'm about to show you how to make the best jasmine rice. The best. All right, so my pan is getting hot for some oil and we are good to go. You guys, I've been living on my own for a really long time, so I've had a lot of trial and error, and for God's sakes, I still have trial and error, but this is my favorite way to make rice. I know you're probably not used to it, but once my sauteed onions and garlic is ready to go, I don't want them burnt. I then put in my washed rice and I let it cook for just a few minutes, maybe about 2 or 3 minutes without any water, and just let all those juices absorb, and I also add my salt. When it comes to salt, I'd rather it be just a little bit bland versus it being super salty, because you can never unsalt in it. So I just put a little bit of salt and just make sure that, you know, as I go, if I feel like I need to add a little bit more, but I really have done this for such a long time that I just try to be very cautious when it comes to salt, because once you overdo it, you're screwed. Now I'm adding my water, and then I'm going to throw in my beans. I love using my kidney beans. I don't know why, it's just my preference. I'm going to go ahead and get my beans inside, and then I'm going to let this cook. Make sure that everything comes to a boil first. So once it comes to, I'm now going to change the temperature, because the entire time while the garlic was cooking, I did keep it on a low flame just to avoid the garlic and the onions from burning. Now I'm going to kick up the flame, put it on like medium-high heat, and once a little bit of that water starts to absorb, then I'm going to put the lid on it and let it simmer for about 15 to 16 minutes, depending on the rice. So I am ready to start breading my chicken. Normally I do use flour, and by the way, I'm using my phone, you guys, because that's part of being a content creator. You're just always creating content. So in this case, I was creating some type of reel or TikTok, something. But back to my flour. Typically I use the flour, I dip it in flour, lightly coat it, then I dip it in the egg, and then the breadcrumbs. However, I ran out of flour, so we're gonna use what we got. In this case, I just used the egg, and I lightly coat the egg You know, I lightly coat the chicken with the egg and make sure that I let it run and drip because you don't want it super runny. Otherwise, the breadcrumb will fall apart when you start to fry it. That's part of me learning these little tips and tricks for you. So that's how I learned. You got to let the egg drip, really drip off. Then you lightly coat it on each side. And then you just let it rest for a few minutes and you are ready to start frying. All right, you guys, so I am now breading my chicken. As you can see, I'm still creating content. My rice is good to go now. I'm just waiting for it to simmer and to finish cooking. And I'm going to just keep frying a couple of pieces of my chicken until they are all done. All right, so I let it cook for about 4 to 5 minutes on each side. It really depends on the thickness of your chicken. If I know that they're a little bit thicker, then I give it a couple more minutes, but we're ready. I'm going to go ahead and finish up cooking the rest of the chicken. I don't like to overcrowd my pan, so because it's small, I'm just going to continue using 2 pieces of chicken each time, just so that it's not too overcrowded, because technically it could only fit 2 pieces anyway. My rice should almost be done, and that's it. I think we're pretty much all set and ready to go. I'm gonna get started on my salad. I'm just gonna chop up some cucumbers, throw a little mixed spring salad, and also do an avocado salad, which I'm super excited about. We are all done, you guys. This is the best avocado salad. It's literally guacamole with cucumbers. Don't judge me. It's lemon, put a little salt and pepper. I got my salad with some ranch dressing, my breaded chicken, which looks amazing, and then I have my rice all ready to go. So I am all done, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure that you stay tuned for more cooking with me. Just love sharing what I love to make and be creative in the kitchen. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon.